Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. In the last one we had a birthday and there was a celebration of youth party or something like that. That quickly turned not interesting as the guy that runs the colony showed up. We are in the last couple years of, I guess, what this game would be. I think it was either like 19 or 20 when the game ends. So we're 17, so we've got like 3 to 4 more years. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is us now. It looks like we've got some strength. Nami has some bubbles. Don't think anyone else has bubbles. Dis might still be outside. Yeah, he's outside. Cal's over there. So let's check with Nami. She and this guy have not changed all that much. You find Nami in the lounge, flanked by 2 holoscreens and doodling in a sketchbook with real paper. One holoscreen is playing an animated kids show, while the other is a wall of text that looks like it might be a translation guide of some kind. Nami's attention moves between the 3 easily. When they see you, they jump and quickly close their holoscreens, sitting up straight and clutching their sketchbook to their chest. "Oh, hi, Heather," they giggle, rubbing the back of their head charmingly. "How you doing?" It's okay, you can watch cartoons here." Nami relaxes a little, breathing an exaggerated sigh of relief. "Good, because I really like cartoons." Nami sets her sketchbook aside and looks around, conspiratorially. "I thought you were going to bust me for jailbreaking my holopad," they say. "All the Helio kids have restrictions on what we can watch and for how long, but you guys have so many more cartoons than we had." Nami throws her arms in the air. "Like the first season of Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform? What? Where'd you learn to do that? That sounds like total garbo. What? I love Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. Where'd you learn how to do that?" Nami shrugs and wiggles their fingers. "It was just like modding my gaming gauntlets," they reply. "Sure, a little bit more complicated because, oh my gosh, no offense, but your holopalm interface is so depreciated, but a lot of the fundamentals are the same." Nami closes her eyes and tips her head to the side, smiling. "You know, you've got a holopad genius here, too," they say. "Dis was mondo helpful helping me figure out your old system." "Wait, like our Dis?" Nami nods, blinking innocently. "Yeah," they chirp. "He's a total sweetheart, don't you think?" "Anyway, the important thing is that I get to watch every episode of Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform," Nami continues, clapping their hands against her cheeks. "It's the best cartoon ever made. What else has schoolgirls who look like aircraft from the waist down, battling evil aliens while dealing with the stresses of high school life?" The Helio Media Archive only had Season 2 through 9, and only 3 of the OVAs, Nami said, puffing their cheeks out. "I can't believe in the 4th OVA, Flight Captain Yumiko gets captured by the aliens and brainwashed into thinking she's been an alien sleeper agent the whole time." You hadn't seen the first season? Nami shrugs and pokes one finger into their cheek. "Space kids make do." "You don't have to know everything about something you like in order to call yourself a fan," Nami continues. "Just liking it with all your heart is good enough." Nami laughs and flips over their sketchbook, showing off some of their drawings. "I was drawing some fan art for the show," they say. "Well, it's kind of fan art. Okay, it's really more like if I was a character in Hypergirl Turbojet Transform." I do not have that. Will you be an artist when you grow up? "It looks good. Keep at it." "Oh, thanks, Heather," Nami says, shooting you a stunning smile. "I will for sure." Okay. I'm not sure what that did. Looks like there's some mushwood. So let's grab some mushwood. Toughness would be good right now. Combat and animals. I guess we could try the garrison, or I think toughness might come in over in geoponics. Yeah, see, that's toughness. Biology and toughness. Animals. I guess let's work on the farm. It'll get the biology up some more, because that's just toughness, so that'll get the biology up some as well. You're planting seeds in neat little rows of cups in the greenhouse, hoping they'll sprout here in the controlled environment before transferring them out to the fields. You wish every seed good luck as you cover it with dirt. It's probably not going to make a difference, but it gives you hope, and that has to count for something. Okay. 33. Card becomes 4, so we want something like this. Okay, okay. So let's do this one, this one, this one, that one, and I guess that 5. There. It's not the super goal, but, you know, we did win. And we got +4 biology, 3 toughness. Okay. Mid-quiet. Did someone have a birthday in quiet? Hers was dust. Theirs was wet. Hers was wet as well. What we did not know is whether... Face had mid-wet. We don't know where Nami and Rex's birthdays are. But we did find out he likes mushwood logs, so maybe we give him a mushwood log and see if it's his birthday. Rex is staring across the colony at the garrison, watching the soldiers go through their drills. Not so sure about this war, he says, scowling. Seems a little bit like a bunch of big-dick soldiers got it in their heads to start killing things just because they don't look human enough. He sniffs in derision. I'm more human than they are, and I'm part dog. Okay. He likes the mushwood logs, so we'll give him one of those. Rex shoots you a shy smile. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick, right? Okay, so it was not his birthday. Let's try Nami. My mom and dad asked if I was getting serious with anyone. Nami says, wrinkling their nose. Gross-a-rooney, right? I have a present for you. Maybe she likes flowers, because I have a bunch of those. Nami looks a little surprised. You brought me a gift? They exclaim. Like, just because? OMG, Heather, thank you. So it's nobody's birthday. Let's see. Anyone have anything? I feel like it's not the time to go outside. I need better cards. I don't think we stand a chance, really, in the new area. Okay. Bravery, toughness is there. That's combat and animals. Perception and animals. My perception's fine. Combat and bravery. I guess let's do this combat and bravery. There's part of the new garrison you're not supposed to visit, deep underground, where the colony keeps dangerous animals that have been captured by the hunting parties and brought back to be studied. These aren't the cheerful fields where newly domesticated bristle slugs and float cows live out their days in peace and luxury. It's a grim place, filled with wild, furious creatures pacing in circles, lashing at the reinforced glass, shooting acid from their wherevers. You know this because Security Chief Rhett has brought you here today, past many secure doors so he can show you what you're up against. You should assume that everything outside the colony walls is trying to kill you, he says gravely. Even if it doesn't look like it wants to sting you or bite you, that doesn't mean it can't spray acid, release poisonous spores, liquefy your insides with the sonic blast, or release a deadly neurotoxin. He points it to you. If you don't know what it is, expect it's deadly. If you do know what it is, you should know how to kill it before it kills you. He teaches you about various xenofauna, their habitat, behavior, natural defenses, and weaknesses. Like always, he throws a lot of info at you and just expects you to be able to remember it flawlessly right away. Yes, there will be a test, he says when you ask. It'll be when you meet these monsters in the wild, and if you fail that test, you're dead. In fact, Rhett says, studying you ominously, you should be tested. Pop quiz, Heather. Which animal has venom sacs and can camouflage itself so well you're likely to step on it? Don't worry, you won't die if you get this wrong. Today. Well, it wouldn't be a Unisaur. It wouldn't be a Manticore. I'm going to go Snapbladder. Correct, Rhett says with a smile. They're like leg hold traps. They catch their prey by waiting for you to walk right on top of them. Then they snap shut and hold their prey until it gives in. Adult snapbladders can move, slowly, but it makes them ornery, especially when they're heavy with eggs. The young ones are too small to hunt like this, but they have venom sacs, not too dangerous to humans unless you fall into a whole nest of them. He raises his eyebrow. I don't suggest you do that. Okay, card becomes 4. That seems to be our lot in life today. It's not bad necessarily. So we'll add that one. 4, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Oh, we got +6 combat. That's good. That's good. All right. Anyone got anything new today? This is there. No, so it'll just be taking on one of these things. We haven't done any of this stuff in a while. I'm not sure it's helpful, though. Organization and perception. I mean, organizing is okay. Persuasion. I don't know that that's that helpful. We could do this. It'll get some of that organizing up if we wanted it. Let's see. What are these? 54, 55, 55. Let's look and see what people's extra cards are. We're never going to get hers. But let's see. Okay, he has no card. I didn't even read his stuff. I thought she might have an extra card. She does, but it's engineering, I think. Oh, reasoning. Reasoning, and we're well off reasoning. 44. We're only half on that. Let's check anemone, actually. This is toughness at 80. I'm only at like 54, so we've got a while. Okay. Let's see his bravery of 80. So we are not close to any of those right now, so I guess we do whatever. Hers was combat, toughness. Okay. And these new guys never had any cards. Did he have a... Oh no, I don't think he even had one. I guess we'll do more of this. It's really about, I guess, getting the higher levels for me. Toughness. Combat animals. Although, toughness I got over here. So if to get her card I need 80 toughness, I actually need to go to geoponics. That's biology. This is empathy and animals. So I think this is toughness. Let's do it. The colony is surrounded by tall walls that keep out most of the local exofauna, the keyword being most. You often report to work to find an entire row of corn has been ripped up and carried away into the night by something that can fly over the walls. All that's left in the morning is torn up dirt and a dusting of iridescent powder. It happens so often that the colony set up cameras to catch whatever it is in action. The next day you have your answer. Dorbs moths, giant blue moths with wingspans almost as long as your outstretched arms. They can rip the corn right from the ground. Wow, amazing, Cal says as you review the holovid. I didn't know Dorbs moths could do that. Dorbs moths are pretty cute, in a bug-like sort of way. Fuzzy dog-like heads, pretty iridescent wings, long elegant whiskers. They'd be cuter if they weren't flying away with entire stalks of corn. You don't want to run the risk of accidentally poisoning your own crops, and Cal objects to trapping them. The most humane solution is to discourage them from stealing your crops at all. You and Cal work to set up scarecrows, but after a couple of unsuccessful days, you have to admit that you just don't know what scares these adorable little moths. What even eats them anyway? Guess I'm going to have to find out. Cal puzzles over the security footage. They fly in from the north, especially around Quiet, he says. Maybe that's where their breeding ground is? If someone goes there, maybe we could figure out what kind of animal they're scared of. If they're plant eaters, something's gotta hunt them for food. If you figure it out, it could be a big help towards securing the colony's food supply. I mean, I guess we could try going out. Alright, so, let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4. Okay. I mean, it's not really the time to go out mid-pollen. Does anyone have anything to say? I did think there would be a bit more interaction with other people. Toughness. I really would rather do, like, engineering, though. I haven't maxed out any skills except for ones that don't really give me any cards. Let's study engineering. It'll at least get work on our reasoning. You're heading back to your quarters at the end of the day, and as you pass by the medbay, you hear shouts and scrambling from within. Several surveyors have come back with serious wounds, not the usual broken limbs and sunstroke. One of them is holding a towel to her own leg, staunching blood flow from a massive animal bite. Another looks nearly blinded from acid. It looks like chaos in there. Okay, so we can help in the med bays, so let's go ahead and do it. Gosh, it's a good thing you were here. Triaging and getting the most badly wounded into the med beds is difficult, and the others need traditional medical attention while they wait. It's hectic, stressful work, but you're able to keep your head and provide assistance. Good work in there, Heather, Chief Engineer Instant says. You know, with how the colony's grown, I could use an assistant nurse here, someone I can trust to take care of things while I'm working in the lab. Come back next month and give me a hand, if you're interested. So we unlocked a nursing assistant, alright? Hopefully it gives us engineering. Let's do that. This, I hate this one. Oh, but it shouldn't do that. Okay, we'll do you, and then that should not have a neighboring card. So, okay. But we got 15 stress. Okay. So now it is late pollen. See if anyone has anything interesting going on. Not really. I wonder if I should take a rest and then maybe we can go out next time. That's not restful. Was there a relax on the wall in this one still? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's relax on the wall. You hook your legs over the railing and stare off into the wilderness. Some people would probably call you a coward for taking some time away and not thinking about Lum declaring war on nature. But you know that it's important to take some time for yourself. You're just a kid after all. It's not like you can save the planet. Okay. I don't really want to get rid of that, so let's keep it. Because it's got a gem. I think it was a wild card. And it wasn't like a 1 or 2 or 0. All right. We're probably going to go out now. But let's check and make sure nobody has anything interesting to say. Cal. This is out this way. I guess we're going to need to at least attempt to go out to the ridge. Alright, I guess let's talk to Utopia before we start out. The only way to the resting ridges is by glider. Part vehicle, part kite, and all adrenaline. You land on the rocky, broken-up spine of the nearest ridge and nearly fall over when you look down at the plummeting slope into the basin below. You're a long way up. Dis and Utopia glide in beside you. Whew, Utopia exclaims. You handled that glider like a champ, Dis. You too, Heather. She peers down over the slope of the ridge. A lot more exciting than the swamps, right? I want you two to stick together out here. It's dangerous in those ancient Convergent Domain ruins. Convergent Domain? Ruins? You look around. The landscape is nothing you've ever seen before. Dry, cracked soil gives way to steep cliffs, and what little vegetation here is brittle and sharp. You can feel the dry air wick away the moisture in your lips. Wait, what the heck is that? Oh, I don't know that I want a card, but that would be stone structure. Cute little nose doing on your cute little face. Oh my god, no. But what card is that? Because it's orange. Is that an item card? Or is that like a... let's look at the strange device, because I'm wondering if that's not like a card, but that's a... like it would give me a stat or something, kind of like the cake that I bought. So let's look at that glowy thing on the ground. You point it out. Utopia gives it a nudge with her foot. Beats me, she says. You unearth the object. It's pulsing with light and warm to the touch. Hold up, Utopia says. Don't just go picking things up, Heather. Could be radioactive, you know. Utopia waves her hollow palm crystal over it, then checks her interface. Only a little, she concludes. Whatever it is, it looks old, like thousands of years old. We've been digging up glowing gadgets all over this region, but got no clue what they're for. You hang on to that one, maybe you'll figure it out. Oh, okay. And what is that? Let's not do this. We're not flirting with Utopia. It's weird that we can, because she's like an adult, and we've been able to flirt with her since we were like 16 or so. Crystal stuff way down below. Oh, those? Utopia says, pointing to a crystal formation so densely packed into the ravine that it looks like a sparkling river. More outcroppings of crystals decorate the slopes. They're all over the place. Be careful with them. Not sure if they're animal, vegetable, or mineral. She points off into the distance. There's a huge island of them over there, like a glacier. Covers the whole damn place. Might be related to the convergent domain, but we ain't sure yet. What about stone structures? Well, there are buildings here, Utopia says. Traces of them anyway. Maybe 10, 20,000 years old. We sure didn't put them there. This lights up at the prospect of doing alien archaeology. We've checked them out, but not thoroughly. Mostly just trying to get a feel for who lived there and why they ain't here no more. Based on some glyphs, we've started calling them the convergent domain. Whoever they were, they built things to last, Utopia admires. It ain't just arrowheads and cave paintings. There's real architecture. Machines even. Wait, what? Tell me more. I wish I had more to tell you, Utopia says. Most everything we found just poses new questions. The structures read more organic than anything. So doing that means their gene tech was super advanced? As for this place, we think it was some kind of solar network for them, she says, squinting up into the two suns. Looking at it from above, you can see these big vines traveling up and down the ridges, like power lines. And there's hardly any plant life elsewhere, like they soaked up all the energy and made it a desert. But what'd they use that energy for, she says. And if there was civilization so big and so advanced on Vertumna, why can't we find more traces of it? Where are the cities? What were them thumpers for? And what happened to them all? She's right, there are a lot of questions. Maybe you can help find some answers. So anyway, those ruins are the main thing we need you to survey while you're out here, Utopia says. But keep an eye out for anything else weird. Utopia claps the dust off her hands. Well, my job here is done. You're all set, kid. Try not to fall off a cliff. Dish jumps back on his glider, too. As usual, he's going to scout on ahead and catch up with you later. Okay. Anything to grab? No, something there. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and start on this in the next episode. I'm kind of wondering where the story is going. When we first started, we had dreams of, I guess, a potential future. And then that just stopped. So I don't know if that's going to be a big thing. I mean, I guess it would be. It just didn't carry on through the story. So I don't know. But it was a disaster that we were seeing. So I'm kind of interested in what happens. But yeah, I guess that's going to be everything for this time. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.